Hello guys, welcome to Autolatest Cars. Today we are in front of one of the most important cars in Europe. This is the last cheap compact car actually sold on European market. It's the new Hyundai i30, a car that actually has very good credential. First of all, it has a 5-year warranty with no limit kilometers. The car is sold now from our partner Ford Hyundai Road Hill in Bucharest. It's a dealer. It's the best dealer of Hyundai cars in Romania. This car is the entry level. That's why we have to present you, because this is the entry level. It has an entry level tires, Hankook tires. But the most important thing about the new i30 facelift 2024 is the fact that today we are talking about this new engine. So it is the new Smartstream G DPi. You can see here is the latest engine. Actually, it's the last engine normally aspirated, beside Mazda's Skyactiv G engines that have direct injection. This is the last aspirated no turbo engine on European market with 4 cylinders and sequential multi-point fuel injection. Compared with the previous generation, you have two injectors on each cylinder. It has eight of them. The system actually works quite decent at low RPM. It will use one type of fuel injector. On the bigger RPM, it uses a bigger the other type of. So the system uses a normal fuel injector on low RPM. So when you're driving in the city driving, it will use one system only for fuel injectors. At high RPM, it will use a bigger, the other one that actually runs better on high RPM. So if you compare both of them on city driving, you'll have a very, very decent fuel consumption compared with the Toyota system that actually uses a multi-point fuel injection and direct injection. This system of Kia and Hyundai cars, it's better because the multi-point fuel injection with this common rail, it will run perfectly, I don't know, for 300 or 400,000 kilometers with no problem. So it doesn't have the big problems with the direct injection classic system that actually has a high pressure pump with the carbon deposits and all the bad things of the direct injection of the new generation of engines. This one actually it's a classic one that actually drives quite well in every condition. You could drive it 188 kilometers an hour or 200 kilometers an hour with no problem, but also you could drive it in city driving style 20-30 kilometers an hour with decent fuel consumption, because it has this modified old system MPI fuel injection. So the engine has only 97 horsepower and 137 newton meters, but for a 1.2 ton city car, it's quite decent. So the car is the new i30 entry level. This is called Comfort. It has LED headlights. It has also front parking sensors. Okay, no alloy tires, but there's no problem. As I told you, Hankook Kinergy Eco 2 standard, because it's a Korean company, and this car it's made in Czech Republic, but it's a Korean company. It has rear wheel parking sensors. Okay, compared with the other French or German cars, this is standard. You will receive a normal spare tire. Everything inside it's decent. Everything of this car, all the characteristics of this car, it's quite like the old Toyota Corolla. So Toyota actually increased the price of Corolla so much because they say the hybrid technology is quite okay, which is okay. But to pay over 30,000 euros for a Corolla, it's mind-boggling from my point of view. 30,000 euros 10 years ago, you could go home with a 3 Series. But today Toyota has increased the price range, and it's a very big problem because Hyundai has this car now. So we have to go inside. Let's see how the doors are closing perfectly. Okay, so we go inside. So let's start the engine. This is the entry level car. This is the low cost one. So if you don't have money, you could buy an entry level Hyundai i30. It's called Comfort. It has no fuel because The car, it's quite new. It has only 4 kilometers. So the car is borrowed from Hyundai Road Hill, Romania. The engine is 1.5 DPi, 96 horsepower and 139 Newton meters. Sorry, they say that this car actually drives better than the previous generation 110 horsepower compared with this one. Even that this is Euro 6 Temp E. This is the last generation of pollution norms in Europe. 1.5 aspirated max speed 197, 0-113.4, fuel capacity 50 liters. So this car is sold in Romania with no discount, we do know nothing. 18,100 euros with VAT included. The VAT it's almost 20% in Romania. So this car actually has the price the price range of a Dacia Sandero Extreme SL. And Dacia Sandero Extreme SL, it's a 3-star Euro NCAP car. It's not so good. It doesn't have a rear multi-link suspension like this one. It doesn't have 10 airbags. It doesn't have everything standard. So if you want to compare this car with the Dacia Sandero, you have to put everything, all options on Dacia to be at the level of this Hyundai standard. So standard, you have a little LCD there, because it's that one only of the car. But the chromatic and the electronic system on Hyundai is decent. You have RPM, a nice graphic. It's okay. This is the sound of the 4-cylinder, the last 4-cylinder engine in European market, normally aspirated, and it revs without problem over 5,000 RPM. The new multimedia system is the same. Of course, you have the volume knob for the radio, for the sound. It's here. It's better. This is a normal. This is a normal car. This is an which called entry level. It has manual air conditioning system, which runs perfectly. Also the car has the old key, not the new key, which is better from my point of view. Also, all the steering buttons are standard. You also have tire monitoring system. You could put the max illumination and with this engine, with this button, which is quite decent. Of course, you have the LED running lights in the front, but also you could change the level in if the car is with a lot of people and baggages. Okay. The door actually closes quite nice for entry-level Hyundai. This is beautiful. Only two windows, automatic windows. The manual gearbox, it's also standard. It has a 6-gear manual gearbox. If you want to put the reverse, you have to push, and of course you have the system, the rear camera, which is standard. This everything is standard on this car. The quality of the materials, it's much better compared with the previous generation. You have very soft materials here, soft materials on the door, soft materials here, and this is our bed on the console. Our bed, the seats are quite decent. You have an system. Okay, so you could stop the parking sensors here. You could push this button. You'll see the camera and the sensors on the front and the back. This is you'll see. This is the camera view, and let's wait for the sensors. No, when you push it back, you activated the sensors. This is our blank, but because this is the entry-level system, entry-level car. No expensive mirror, central mirror. So this car, it's quite different compared with everything the competition has. The Ford Focus has only 1.0 EcoBoost. I think it's 125 horsepower, which it's a more powerful engine, but it's a 3-cylinder 1999 cc and turbocharged direct injection. So all the problem with the normal modern engines. Hyundai, I think it has a 1.5 turbo, 150 or 160 horsepower. This engine, but with direct injection and supercharged, more expensive but more powerful. They don't have an entry-level system. On different markets, like in Germany, I look up. This car has only 1.0 TGDI 3-cylinder turbo 100 horsepower, which is a good engine for a Hyundai i10 or Y20, but not for an i30, from my point of view. VW has the Golf with 1.5, I think 1.0 TSI. But I think the standard engine for non-commercial vehicles it's 1.5 turbo TSI 150, 10,000 euro more expensive car compared with this one. So Hyundai is actually competing directly with Dacia, which is very, and Stellantis 1.0 3-cylinder PureTech turbo 100 horsepower on 130. So this car at 97 horsepower, normal aspirated with 4-cylinder, has only the competition from Mazda 3, but the Mazda 3 received the new engine 2.5 aspirated, which is quite crazy, much more powerful, but of course 10,000 euros more. This car is 18,000 euros, that is 28,000 or something like that. So Hyundai actually builds this new one i30 entry level comfort level 1.5 MPI 96 horsepower as the best affordable compact car in European market. So if you want an old school car with 5-year warranty, with timing chain, no problem with the timing belt or something like that as a Stellantis group, or I don't know, 1.2 TCE from Renault. They don't have even Megane on the range. They offer only SUVs. This car actually competes with the Toyota Corolla with 1.5. I think it's a 3-cylinder engine. It's also normally aspirated, but that engine actually it's a low cost compared with this one, because this one has 4-cylinder. It's more elegant in driving, and actually could go in high RPM. You could actually go and drive quite fast with this one, because the car is empty. But the entry-level system, entry-level i30, it's at comfort level, it's actually, from my point of view, everything you need. So you have the big LCD, the small LCD, the all buttons on the steering wheel, air conditioning, no need for an automatic gearbox, for automatic air conditioning, good quality, good soundproofing, and very reliable engine. So it's a best buy from my point of view. So if you live in Romania, go to Hyundai Road Hill to buy this car. They will give you, I don't know, the time expectation of arrival of this car. It's like 30 days. It's made in Czech Republic, so it's quite fast. But if you don't have it in your country, you could come here in Romania and here dealers actually sell this car with no problem. Thank you very much.